The reason why I wanted a pop-up blind to hunt with during bow season is it has a floor. And the reason why I want a floor in there is because we have rattlesnakes here. And I've always thought, man, it'd be so easy overnight for a rattlesnake to just come underneath that pop-up blind, coil up, and you won't see him. Because when you get in there, that's why I got her to start the zipper for me, because you can't see, it's dark. And Mother Nature made them wear their camouflage. But anyways, I sat down by a tree one time. I was hog hunting in the springtime. And I sat by this big oak tree, and I heard something, shh, but it didn't sound like that, it just went shh. So I thought, man, it sounded like something coming. I heard it 2 or 3 more times, I thought something's coming. And I heard it again, and it sounded close. I looked, and I'm laying right beside a copperhead snake. I mean, I guess he just wasn't in the mood to bite me because he was so close to me. I'm sitting right beside a copperhead. And then another time, we had one of them blinds, the plastic blinds they sell in Texas called The Blind. And Claire went to climb in her stand. In fact, she climbed in her stand and she heard something. She looked, there was a copperhead that got in there and was laying on the ledge on the window. She climbed under. And I mean, so she went crazy fighting that snake inside that blind. I wish I could have filmed that. And another time, this has nothing to do with snakes, but I was climbing up a stand. I always get Claire out of I put her in her blind and I get her out of her blind. She can climb it just fine by herself, but I want to make sure her and my kids are safe. So I let her get up there and then I take her gun and all that kind of stuff. So I come to pick her up one morning and she'd been sitting there all morning hunting. She's all excited. She saw a bobcat actually run by with a rabbit in his mouth. That's pretty rare. And so anyways, I climbed up. I looked right under her chair was a bat. And that bat had been sitting, hanging underneath her chair while she sat there and hunted all morning. She never even knew it was there. He was fine. So I got me a Dixie cup I had in the truck. Ran back, got a cup out, a drink cup from Dairy Queen or somebody. Yeah, good thing I don't clean out my truck. But anyways, I put that on there and caught that doggone bat and turned him loose. And then another time, I was climbing up in a tree when I was a kid, about 18, 19 years old. I was climbing up in a tree to hunt a tree. And when I climbed up, it was before daylight. I was sitting up in this tree, and I was sitting there while hunting, been hunting all morning. And I saw something move. There was a hole in the tree, you know, where like a squirrel hole. And I thought, man, what, was a squirrel or something? I looked, it was a snake. And he kept sticking his head out, flicking his tongue at me. And I mean, a snake's a snake. So I didn't know what to do. I had to climb. My belly had to go right back over that hole to get out of that tree. So I didn't know what to do. I had a 30-06, so I just stuck that 30-06 in the hole and pulled the trigger. Good Lord, I couldn't hear for 3 days. And another thing too, and I'll get to this blind right here. Another thing too, you know, we have diamondbacks out here and black-tailed rattlers and things like that. They don't really climb trees, but a timber rattlesnake will climb trees. And I didn't know that until I personally saw one. I was riding along on my side-by-side in Hallettsville, Texas, and I saw something in the tree. I thought, well, that's weird. I thought it was a squirrel. And I got up beside it. It was about a 5.5-foot rattlesnake, that big around. And when I got up close to him, he dropped. He heard me, dropped out of the tree and tried to take off, you know. But anyways, I just want you to know there is a concern with snakes when you're hunting in bow season, any time of the year, but during bow season. But this stand right here, I mean, you see how large it is right here. And another thing, when I was looking around for a stand with the floor, me being old-fashioned and everything, I thought, I want one of them dead-gum blinds you can see through all the way around, you know. I don't think that's going to work. So as soon as I set this thing up, I was sold. I mean, you cannot see in it, but you can see everywhere. And where I'm hunting right here, it's real, real thick all the way around me, and it's open where I'm going to be hunting. So it's absolutely perfect. They're not going to know I'm there and I can see them coming. Another thing too, I am an impatient type A guy. And when I get to putting up these pop-up blinds, you should just film me for a comedy. Because of, you know. But anyways, this is the easiest pop-up blind I've ever put up in my life. There was no cussing, no dadgum, I got to go get Claire to help me or nothing like that. This blind went up so easy, it's not even funny. What you need to do is first find your door so you know you're on the side right here. You got this door over here. Find the door and start pulling out your sides. go all, Claire's rocking a little bit. But anyways, go around and pull out all your sides, and then it stands up so easy, like a tent. Then when you get that done right there, you just go in there and pop up the top. Okay, I'm an impatient guy. I don't read instructions. I just start putting it together and look at the pictures on the box. But I tell you what, this blind is the first time I've ever been completely 100% sold and excited about a pop-up blind. Look how tall this is. I'm 12 feet tall, and look, I got plenty of room. Not really, I'm 5'9". But anyway, if you were 6'6" or 6'8", you could still stand up in here in this blind. Another thing too, it's so gigantic on the inside. I cannot wait for bow season to get my grandkids down here and get them in here with a crossbow and let them take their first deer with a crossbow. And the great thing about a crossbow, one size fits all. They can use my crossbow, so you don't have to go buy a brand new crossbow. Let me show you this right here. This floor right here, this is the main reason, actually, that I bought this pop-up blind right here. I was looking for one with a floor. Look at that. Claire got me started. So full disclosure, she got me started because I couldn't see in here because it's kind of dark where you start the zipper. Once you get that zipper started, I mean, this thing is so easy to zip up, it's not even funny. Just look at that. Look, all the way around, no problem whatsoever. And let me step out here. I want Claire to show you inside from outside. Look at there, look at all that room in there.
I can't stress how nice this pop-up blind is. We've had numerous pop-up blinds, and I tell you what, the material, the size, and especially we've looked around, and this is the only one that we could find that had a floor in it. I don't want my grandkids hunting in the pop-up blind where a snake can get in there. This thing is huge, it's massive, and Dawn said it's super easy to put up. I believe it's called a Funhorun, but I'll link it in the description. And then the zipper on this side, the windows, and like you said, when you get in it, it's like you can see all the way around, but they can't see you. And we were a little worried about that at first, but that's not the case. You cannot see in it whatsoever.
Man, this is nice. See, look, here's what I did. I had a leftover piece of plywood in my storage barn up there. So I just put it in here, put me a little piece of floor mat in front of me, a little carpet right here in front of me. But I forgot to tell you a while ago on these windows right here, because I didn't see it. I was so excited about the blind itself. The windows just slide up and down. No Velcro, no tying or anything. And you can even take them loose and lay them down if you want to. But I'm going to be shooting in here in just a little while. I'm going to check out my recurve because that's a good thing to do too. I come out here, I set this blind up, and then the other day, it's getting hot, but the other day I came out and I cleared out any little limb, a stick, or anything. I even had one little bitty, teeny oak tree about that big around. I debated and debated, should I take that out? Should I take that out? And finally I thought, well, if you think you should take a limb out, if you think, I wonder if that thing's gonna get in my way, 100% it's gonna get in your way. I promise. I've done that over and over and over again. But this is called what the heck is it?
Funhorun.
Funhorun.
360 degree.
Yeah, Funhorun 360. You can see all the way around in it. The zippers in here are above average zippers. I mean, and the floor and into a door right here. And when you lay your floor down, the shiny side, the plastic side goes down, and the other more,
canvas type
top goes up. But what I did, I came in here, I cleaned it all up. I weeded it before I ever put this thing in here. And then I came in here and started, because it probably has 100 years of dead oak leaves laying on here, so it was that thick. So I cleaned it all up. I got my shovel before I ever put the blind up and cleaned it up. It's hot. I got this blind up, got the target out and everything like that so I can see what I'm up against when I have a chance at a deer or a hog out here. But I want to show you this. In every video that I talk about the Luano Recurve bow, I forget to tell you about this. This is a very inexpensive glove, finger glove to shoot with. It's called, let me see, I don't know if you can zoom in on it, buddy. There we go. It's called a Seek Top. Okay. All my entire life, when I first started using compound, recurve, and everything, I shot with a finger tab, and I didn't believe in anything but a finger tab, and I never have ever liked leather gloves, and I still don't like a leather glove. But my fingers started getting sore all the time, and so I thought, I gotta try a glove. So I did. I bought a leather glove, and one of the best ones you can get. I couldn't stand it. I couldn't shoot with it, couldn't stand it. So I went ahead, and I looked around, and I found this one was like $7 to $9. I don't even know what it costs. But I ordered it on Amazon, and when you first get it, it's like, you know, like everything else new, like a new shirt or pants, it's stiff. So as soon as I got it, we threw it in the washing machine and washed it. And look at it. You just wad it up and stick it in your pants pocket. But it's got these little tabs, these little leather right here. But you talk about it's almost like shooting fingers without a glove, and it doesn't hurt your finger at all. But it's that important and that inexpensive that I want to tell you about it. But this Lawano Recurve bow is 62 inches long, and I thought, well, I want a haul gun when I first got it. So I went out, set up in my regular pop-up blind, regular height, put my target out, shot, bam! I hit the top of the blind. I thought, boy, that was stupid. So this right here, you can shoot any size bow in here. This 62 inch is nothing. Look at that. You got plenty of room in here. So anyways, I'm going to try to make a few shots here and see how it's going to be in the next few days when I start hunting. And I forgot to tell you one more story. I think it's Buck Commander. But if you want to see a scary rattlesnake video and get my point, there's a Buck Commander. They were hunting in a pop-up blind. Two big old guys sitting in that blind. All of a sudden they heard something. They looked, and them boys jumped up and they went to fight. A rattlesnake crawled underneath that daggum wall and got in there with them and started fighting with them, trying to bite them. But anyways, we really appreciate all the new subscribers. Please like and subscribe. I didn't realize how much it means to ask you to subscribe. You know, I always thought, well, if people like it, they'll subscribe. But please, we're almost to 500. I need 10 more subscribers to get to 500. And that's a big mark to get to when you're first starting out a YouTube channel. But anyway, thanks again and God bless.
Comment on this blind. I was going to take a picture of this pop-up blind and I could not even see it in my camera. So I just wanted to show you how well this pop-up blind is camouflaged.